In this video, I am going to tell you how to sell a product that does not work. The holy grail of modern stakeholder capitalism. In the bad old days of robber baron capitalism, the robber baron capitalist, that would be you, actually usually had to produce a product that worked. It could be a little unsafe, but it usually had to work. They had to build factories, they had to do research and development, they had to actually have quality control, all that kind of stuff. Very, very inefficient, costly, lowered profits, increased results. We come to a much better time now with stakeholder capitalism when we can successfully sell a product that does not work. Maybe even harmful, but we really don't care about that. We just don't want to waste our time making it work. Let me give you a simple example. Now, this is a common product, cough syrup. I use this a couple times a year. I get a really bad cold, very sore, coughing, sneezing, headache, maybe a temperature, feel terrible. It makes me feel a little funny, so I don't like to use it unless I'm really, really sick. But somehow it works. All the symptoms mostly go away. I don't feel 100%, but it's okay. I have to keep taking it for about a week and a half. It probably just treats the symptoms, but it does the job. I've tried other cough syrups. They don't work. This is not an endorsement, by the way, of this particular brand of cough syrup. I've used other brands that also work. But this is how old-fashioned, awful robber baron capitalism works. You actually go in and you try the product, see if it works. If it works, you buy more of it. If it doesn't work, you stop buying it. Now, from a business perspective, that's terrible. You'd really like people to just come in, buy your product, and buy it again, even though it doesn't work. Keep buying it, pay more, get less. That's the goal of modern capitalism, stakeholder capitalism, not like that robber baron stuff from the 19th century. So the question is, how do you do this? Well, we have perfected a technique. And we actually have a working example of this. It's in the news right now. We're not going to tell you what that is. To find out the real details, you have to buy our $50,000 7-week course. We'll fly you to Davos, Switzerland, and you can get the special training, and we'll spell out to you exactly how it's done, and we'll show you exactly what the example is of how this works. Proof of concept. No question. Otherwise, you can get your money back, but we'll show you the proof of concept when you get here to Davos. Now, suppose, however, you could produce a product kind of like this. We don't call it a cough syrup. We call it an immune enhancer. It's patented, has the very latest in DNA, RNA, nanotechnology built into it, and really fancy sounding stuff. It doesn't work, but that's not the point. It sounds cool. This is the thing that cool kids, the people who really follow science, they read Scientific American and the science section of the New York Times, this is for them. They are just going to love this stuff. And this is the thing, when it doesn't work, when they get sick, when it doesn't stop their colds and sneeze, they're going to love it even more and come back for more. That's our secret. How do we do this? What's the trick? Well, we'll give you the basic outlines without the key details, which you have to pay $50,000 for. And it's very simple. It's called herd immunity. So when you paid your $500 for your first bottle of our immune enhancer, better than cough syrup, really new high-tech stuff, when you get sick, you got to face the fact. I mean, if you don't have cognitive dissonance, you have to face the fact that you just wasted $500. Maybe you waited in line for weeks to get our product. Remember, we do this like the Cabbage Patch Dolls or Pokemon, right? You create this fake shortage. Everybody's rushing to get it. You got to wait in line. You got to suffer before you finally get our product. It's so special, And it's really embarrassing to admit you got taken. It's kind of like that story of the emperor's new clothes. But we have herd immunity. The reason you got sick, the reason our immune enhancer, quote, didn't work, of course it really did, you would have been even sicker without it. The key here is those awful, nasty, dumb, selfish, awful people over there who didn't buy our product. There were all these people that came in and they said, I tried it, didn't work. I talked to my neighbor, he tried it, it didn't work. I talked to my other neighbor and he said his kid tried it and the kid had a seizure and started drooling and banging his head against the wall. There's just going to be these malcontent naysayers who won't take the immune enhancer, the quote, former cough syrup. It's their fault. See, if they had taken it also, they would have stopped sneezing, even though you didn't. And as a result, you got sick because they didn't also buy our product. And we have to get to a very high percentage of the population buying our product. We're a little fuzzy about that. Maybe it's 75, 80%. And that's why. In fact, what you should do is you should write to your congressman, your senator, your president, your political party, your mayor, to have laws passed and regulations to force those nasty anti-science people to buy our product, to consume our product. In fact, what we should have is little apps on their phones, which will also force them to buy phones from our partners, by the way, if they don't have a phone. They're really backward, which some of these people are, by the way. So we'll have, if you get your phone for some absurd price, of course you have to pay for the phone monthly, and it has a little app on it, and it verifies that you not only have bought our product, but you've actually consumed our product in order to achieve herd immunity. Now, the problem, of course, with all of this is that it's kind of hard to get 100% of the human race to buy and consume a product that doesn't work. They're just going to be these people off in the hills of Appalachia, West Virginia, Idaho, the Andes. There'll be these Indians that don't want to buy it. All these awful, primitive, backward people who've never advanced into the world of immune enhancers and RNA and nanotechnology. They have, they're primitive folks, right? So we're never somehow going to actually get to herd immunity. If we somehow get to 85% or something, well, actually, 95%. Right? So you never have to worry about us actually falsifying the claim that the problem is that not everybody bought our product. It's not like these old days when you evaluated your cough syrup based on whether it worked for you, right? And then you don't buy it again if it doesn't work. No. In the new world, if your product fails, that means the people who didn't buy it should be forced to buy it. That's how you sell a product that does not work. I'm sure some of you find it hard to believe and cannot see any example of this being done in the world today. But let us assure you that there is a very clear example of this. And after you've paid your $50,000 and flown to Davos, we'll show you exactly how it's being done and confirm and provide you with a very good proof of concept of how this is done. In the real world, it's proven. We're going to do it again and again with all kinds of products. With, forget about cough syrups. We can do it with cancer. We can do it with heart disease. We can do this with every product and just rush out a whole succession of products that don't work. Much cheaper to produce, much more profitable new patents and new nanotechnology that doesn't work. This is the future. And for the bargain basement price of $50,000 and an airline ticket to Davos, actually we include that for our special platinum customers, you too can learn how to sell a product that does not work. If you enjoyed this video, please click like and subscribe, comment below, let us know how you feel, send us an email. We'd really like to know who watched it to the end and enjoyed it, and if you didn't enjoy it, how it could be improved and made better. Once again, this has been how to sell a product that does not work.
This concludes this video presentation. If you like this video, please click like. Please click subscribe and the notification bell if you would like to receive more content from us. You can avoid internet censorship by subscribing directly to our RSS news feed. Please consider sharing the link by email and on your website or blog, in addition to liking, upvoting, or sharing on increasingly censored, advertising beholden, big company social media. We have encountered such censorship. Mathematical software is developing algorithms and software to automate data analysis, reducing the risks of costly errors and increasing the predictive power of the results. You can support our work financially by subscribing on our Patreon page, https://www.patreon.com/mathsoft, or scanning the QR code in the lower right corner.